So this is a format I usually don't do. As you can see, I'm not even wearing my signature shirt. So this is more of a yapping video, where I will say some of my thoughts. Is something that is on my mind for a while and I didn't know how to actually approach it, so I decided I'll do it in this format. We'll see if it works, and if it does, maybe I'll do it more. So every time there's a new video model that drops, and I will show stuff on screen, but I'm not trying to shit on these models or these companies. It's more that I show it as an example of a certain gap that I pay attention to, that I think that you feel also. So every time there's a new model that drops, you see a 2-minute promo that completely blows your mind. Within hours, you have an army of influencers that already ship all sorts of frameworks and workflows that you can go and work with. But every time it's the same. The moment you log into the tool and you try to do the same thing, to see these capabilities in action, it's not even close to what the promo is or what any of the influencers talked about. Now, partly the gap is the reason why I started this sort of channel. You saw that in this channel I bring the actual prompt. I'm the only one that gives all of the keys. You even seen that my storyboard method went viral and many other creators started to implement it into their workflows, because this is what this is about. It's about actually providing solutions that you can work with and not do this sort of FOMO hype cycle of like the promos and so on. If you ask yourself in the last 3 years, why is that? Companies do these super mind-blowing promos, but then it's kind of not what they advertise. I agree, part of it is marketing, meaning the companies just market themselves, and part of it is that. But it's also that AI is built a little bit partly on an illusion. When these companies show the promo, the capabilities in the promo are real. That means that what you see on the screen is the output of the actual model. It's not that they claim that the model R2 or something is capable of something, but they do it with CGI. It is the model. The part that you don't see is that it goes through a very rigorous pipeline out of hundreds of generations to bring that clip to be. But then it's marketed as something that you do in 10 minutes or in 30 minutes. And it shows real capabilities, but they are not really useful, and it's not really advertised as the amount of effort and tokens that you'll need to put on it. And also, when you go to then look at the influencers that work with these models, then you see that you get only part of the picture. Somebody gives you the workflow, but they give you only the prompts for the C-Dance video. Someone gives you the custom GPT that produces a certain output, but you don't get to know how this GPT was built. You don't get the master prompt to actually know it. So all of these gaps that these influencers leave, you might say, listen, it is practical. I used a certain method and it helped me to do this creative video and it's fine. But when you're a creative agency and you need to actually ship ads and there's a certain workflow that you work in, these flows are not helpful. They are basically noise. They are like FOMO. When you look at them as an agency owner from the side, or if you have clients in DTC and you need to do ads and you look at this from the side, you might think, oh my God, I'm missing here something. I need to go and do it. But then the more you dig into it, the more you realize you just waste your time and there's something that is missing. Either it's overly edited and you're not getting the full picture, that it's much more complex than it is, or it's actually just not useful. It's super simple, it's cool, but it's just another method. Take those claymation ads, for example, that are all over your feed right now, which by the way, made popular by Cami from Cami's Ads Lab. You'll have a link for him in the description below. The promos always make it look like these claymation ads are made in 5 minutes or something to that nature. They would say it's like you can do it in under 10 minutes. The flow that I show you with the storyboard is being done in under 10 minutes. Again, you need to prompt all of the stuff. So in the overall, it takes more than 10 minutes because the video generation just takes time for the AI to work, but you can make it in under 10 minutes. But you know what I mean. You get sold that all of these are taking 5 minutes when in reality, it's maybe more 45 minutes. Or maybe there's a certain way that you work to make ads, but then the method that is being shown to you doesn't give you the master prompt. doesn't give you the keys to actually make it. It gives you just a tool, or it gives you just a specific workflow, or it gives you some cool gimmick that make use of the new model, that rides on the FOMO, that gives you something, but it's not the actual output or outcome that you need. It doesn't help you integrate it into your actual workflow. Why that is? Because this is how AI is sold by these companies. The FOMO is the vehicle to get people in. Influencers are those that then show the solutions, and then they just sell it to you. You sign up, you pay, you realize that it's a lot more work than you thought, and never-ending vicious cycle, basically. So next time when a model is launched and you see these head-spinning promos, and you see then influencer after influencer after influencer saying that some sector of the industry is cooked, or that you can make 550 ads in one day, then you should realize that this is just a marketing tactic. And although I don't throw shade on this is just marketing. It's fine. It's not false advertising. But when you look at it, you need to think, what are the way that I work in my agency? What are the problems that I need to solve to scale? And how this model actually integrates to how I need to work. Because maybe it isn't. Maybe it's cool, but it's just not helpful. Look at Gemini Omni, where everyone is now saying, wow, Gemini Omni, the most amazing ever. But when you go to use it, you don't get these results, because maybe it's super strong in video editing, but it sucks when it comes to video generation, and you get like 10 seconds. So although it is impressive in its logic, reasoning capabilities, it's really lousy for video generation itself. But you have influencers that are singing praises and all the time blasting. By the way, most likely they are being paid, but even if not, their incentive is to ride on what's trending. So you need to see through that. That's it. To say that I have a solution, I don't. My channel, I will keep trying to give you the most practical solutions possible. I'm working with creative agencies all the time, and the things that you see that I drop here, like the contact sheet and all of the free tools, is because I'm working with agencies and that's what they need. So I see real problems and I'm just going to solve them. If you have anything in mind that you want to see, any method that you would want to see, maybe you want to know how to make 3D animation cheaper and fast, maybe you want to know how to make this claymation not in 8 minutes but in actual practicality, maybe you have a certain sector that you want me to talk about, drop a comment. I'll read all of them. And until next time.